Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals March to October. Last episode ended kind of abruptly. I had to end it pretty abruptly because the tornado sirens around me were starting to go off, and just to let you guys know, in case anybody was wondering, everything was fine. I know a lot of places on that day got hit pretty hard by storms, but I was able to avoid it. Which also, side note on last episode, man, that was way too long. That was like a half an hour episode. I don't mean for episodes to go that long. I try and keep it around-ish 20 minutes. So don't be shocked if today's episode is quite a bit shorter. But also, because of how abruptly things had to end, it didn't really give me the most time to think about what I wanted to do about this, because we fast-tracked Joan Adon from the minors. We played a game, pitched with him down in AAA. I think it was AAA, actually. I guess it could have been AA. And because we did so good, we got him an attribute boost that boosted his overall by 6, and it boosted his potential from a C to a B. So we instantly added a new top pitching prospect just from a good fast track game. But that's not even it, because today, the way that we're going to start this episode is we get to play another player locked game with him now in the bigs, and that gives a chance to boost his attributes even more. So if we have another good game, we could boost his attributes even more than he already got boosted. Now, I will say we had probably about the best game you could pitch in the minors, so I'm guessing we won't quite be able to replicate that, so we might not get as much of a boost as we did the first time, but we could still get him up to like a 73 overall at a B potential, 24 years old. That turns him into something really good for this team moving forward and currently. But the reason I said I didn't really get to think about what I might want to do is because bringing Adon up and then just sending down the worst arm in the bullpen and then moving Corbin to the bullpen, that might not have been the right thing to do, thinking back on it. To me, there could have been two options that would have been better, and that would have been either sending down Cade Cavalli or Mackenzie Gore. So I think if I would have had a little bit of time to think about that, I might have made one of those choices, but we can't do that now. It's too late. What we can do is start to think about maybe trading Strasburg again, because before I did kind of make the decision that I was just going to hang on to him for the rest of this season. But if we can trade both Strasburg and Corbin, that opens up the spot for Mackenzie Gore to get added back to the rotation, and then we don't have Corbin hanging around in the bullpen. That would also free up for next season $25 million from Corbin and I think $35 from Strasburg. So that's $60 million we would have extra for this offseason if both of them got traded away. And it's not like Strasburg's doing amazing since he's come back. I mean, it's not like he's doing terrible. He's just kind of there. His FIP is really good, actually, so that's encouraging. But you know, we do still have a lot of time before the trade deadline, so I'll keep Patrick Corbin on our players to shop screen like he already is, and I'll wait on Strasburg a bit because we still are in the mix. I mean, we're 31-23. Our projected win count keeps going up. We're up to 77. We have a chance at making the postseason this year, and once you get there, you know, who knows what could happen. Anybody could win. All right, but now that all that's out of the way, we can go ahead and hop into this player lock game with Adon against the Dodgers, so I guess it is going to be about as tough as it can get facing one of the better teams you could face. But hopefully those increased attributes help him out today, and hopefully that curveball is actually working. Look at Urias with a 3-7 record. That's not like him. We have a better record than the Dodgers. I didn't even notice that. All right, let's get it going. And I did notice the commentator did say Joan Adon, so that's what I was wondering. I didn't go look into it. So now we know for sure. Joan Adon. That's an instant 0-2 count, so we get to test out this curveball right away. And I mean, they took it, but it stayed in the zone. So there we go. A 3-pitch strikeout for Adon. That's another quick 0-2 count. Can we get the curve again? Ah, okay, no swing. So we'll get him on the fastball inside. Look at Adon. Freddie Freeman, of course, he gets a base hit, though. I mean, what were we going to do? It's not like we're going to keep Freddie Freeman from doing anything. Oh, and Mookie, he swung at the curve. Look at that. That's something that no minor leaguer did, or one minor leaguer, I think, might have done in that whole game. It is different now, though. The ratings are different, so that's why I was wondering that curve might work a bit more. Oh, nice two-seam. Can we get the curve working again? Oh, everybody has either, well, struck out looking, swung, or check swung. So to me, that's encouraging for that pitch. And then we get the pop-up on the fastball up. All right. Oh, there we go. Not even an indication of being tempted by that one. But not even tempted by the fastball in the zone either. And is that another pop-up I see? Can we get there? Nice. 2 scoreless innings so far for Adone. They must not have all their starters in, because Austin Barnes, catcher today. Yeah, no Will Smith, Max Muncy, Trace Thompson, or Chris Taylor. They might all be regular starters, so we might have gotten lucky with this particular game. Okay, he's there. And there we go. I'm running around like an idiot out here. There we go. I think he was early on that fastball, but that was perfectly placed. I left that right down the middle, but I think we're good. Yeah, we got a guy there. Still no run support from the offense, though. Ooh, look at that spot right there on that circle change. Oh, and then he makes a... I kind of left it up and he made a good swing. That's not what you want to have happen, a leadoff double. Feel like we had that at bat, and I kind of gave it to him. You don't want that with Freddie Freeman coming up. Oh, and Freddie did not even swing the bat. Worked it to a 3-2 count, and he took every single pitch. Man, and Mookie, dude, look at these last 2 pitches. You saw that one, and then the 3 was right there, and he took both of them. Then whiffs on one right down the middle. Okay, now what do I go to? Go in circle change again, and oh, it got him! I missed the spot. It would have been ball 4, but we strike out Mookie Betts for a second time. That is a huge one. Oh my god, dude. Call that a strike. We can't go down 3-0 to JD. He swung. There we go. Alright, we brought it back 3-2. It got the grounder. That could be 2 with no speed from JD. We worked out of it. Leadoff double and then a walk, and they don't even advance. And that's hit right to our first baseman. Good start to the 5th. I really hope, and I don't see it happening, but I really hope that the CPU manager today takes me out, unlike the minor league game. Because this game actually matters who wins and all that, and not just how we play. So especially if we don't get any run support, and I'm out here with no energy, I better not still be in this game come the 8th or 9th. And that's a pretty hard hit ball. That's another ground ball, though. We might have another double play. Back-to-back inning-ending double plays. That was a quick one, though. That might have bought us an extra inning of having good energy. And this is a big inning to go 1-2-3 in, because you got Hayward, and then their first 2 batters in the lineup today are not very good. So if we can get 3 outs before Freddie comes up, it'd be very nice. And to me, that'd be a very perfect spot to call it quits. And we got Hayward way out in front of the circle change. I don't know how many strikeouts that is, but that's a decent amount. We are at 7 strikeouts. I just checked. That's pretty good. Make that 8 strikeouts now on another circle change. Oh no, that's strike 3. Now with Freddie coming up next, you gotta call that a strike. Yeah, and there's Freddie with a perfect. At least it was just a single, though. But now it's Mookie Betts up to the plate with a vengeance after 2 strikeouts. Oh, and there we go. We got him again on the curve. He's the only one swinging at that pitch. That's 9 strikeouts through 6 innings of scoreless pitching. I think one way or another, we've locked up another boost. I think from this point on, the only thing we have to worry about is losing the game. But I think as far as Adone and a boost goes, I think we've got it. Oh, there we go. That's 2 strikeouts in a row on the curve. Maybe with lower energy, that pitch is just working more somehow. Oh my god, we're just racking them up now. That's 5 outs in a row at least as strikeouts. We are now in the yellow, and we're about to hit 100 pitches here in the 7th. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get wild here in this at bat. But we got the grounder on a 3-2. That's going to wrap it up for 7. Call it there. Just do me a favor, game. Call it there. Bring in a better pitcher. Let's put some runs on the board. Nope, we're back out there, but we do get the run support. 3 runs in the top of the 8th. Yeah, starting to lose it there in that at bat, really. Oh my, he took every pitch. I threw 2 fastballs right down the pipe and then that one. I don't know what he's doing up there. That might, oh, let that land, Garcia. Let that take a hop in turn 2. And there it goes. Actually, that might be staying in. We got a guy there. Okay, I guess that guy, Yanni Hernandez there, I think I saw he only had like 25 power. Anybody else, that would have been a 2-run shot. Oh, and yep, this is an all too familiar sight from that minor league game. Coming back out for the 9th with absolutely no energy. And not only that, but we got to face Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and JD Martinez. This is just kind of a close your eyes and say a prayer type situation. At least we have a 3-run lead. Not anymore. Freddie has not had any trouble hitting today. It was bound to happen at that point. Is it time yet to take me out? There we go, game. Maybe it was a good thing that I gave it up on 1 swing so that we could still have a 2-run lead going to the bullpen. All right, Carl Edwards Jr. in to close it. I don't think we'll get to see it or play it. We'll just have to hear the fan reaction. And I think we won. All right, we locked it up. Good game. Real good one. We should still get the max boost even with, well, I guess it's told me I've gotten 3 pluses before, and then it turns out I actually get 2. But that is a 3-star performance. 12 strikeouts, only 6 hits allowed, and 2 walks. I think that might have been better. You could make the case that that was a better start than the one in AAA. So it is a full 3+ boost, adding a little bit of momentum to our total there. And I'm really excited to see what Adon's overall is now, because like he went up 6 last time and we had another really good start. He could have gone up 6 again. And wow, okay, back to scouting, and I think this means there was not a single player discovered by Cody Sable here. So that was a waste of a scouting slot. All right, this will be what I do. We have a new shortstop being scouted by Cody Sable. Hoyt is going to stay on Roger McFadden, and then I'm dangling the keys in front of Alan Slaughter to keep him busy. But also, isn't this the name of like the Nintendo CEO guy, Doug Bowser? Guess he decided to play baseball now. All right, so we're moving on, inching closer to the draft, and we have a trade before I even get to see what Adon is looking like. This one though, right off the bat, might be interesting. Trading away Jeremy De La Rosa, who is way down on the list of our prospect center fielders. So we could probably spare trading him away, and we could get a 26-year-old C potential who is still improving this year. He's +7 to the home runs per 9. He's having a really good year. ERA under 2. He's 26, so he's not gonna get worse. We'd have him under control for 4 more years. So 4.5 total years of him on the team. These other trades are gonna have to blow me away because this one is a very good move. What else do we have though? Well, this one might be even better. So instead of a 26-year-old 71 overall C potential, we could get a 26-year-old 75 overall B potential if we throw in a couple more pitchers that I really don't care about. The only thing is I wish one of these pitchers could have been Corbin. Nick Sandlin has an even higher hits per 9. His clutch is good. His home runs per 9 is way higher. The walks per 9 is a little rough. He's not having as good of a year so far this year, and he hasn't pitched as much. We would have him for the same amount of time though. It is that walks per 9 does worry me. Okay, what about the Angels? Do they have a big proposal that'll blow me away too? They kind of do. Actually, no, because that involves trading away Cade Cavalli and Trevor Williams, which I don't really want to do. Ooh, but he is not having a good year at all. I think this is one that I won't do, so now I just got to decide between these 2 Guardians offers. Oh, and actually here, I just went to check our rotation just to see what everything was looking like, but we can see Adon, and he got all the way up to that 75. Are you kidding me? A 12 overall attribute boost, and he is now one of the best pitchers on the team now, and maybe the best pitching prospect we have. He's just overtaken Josiah Gray. He did pitch another game and got shelled though, so that's not good. And I guess that clutch rating is gonna be a potential issue at only 38. All right, well, I'm pretty sure when we make a trade, it'll I'll automatically send down Mason Thompson. If we were in a spot where we were doing nothing but trying to compete for the current season, I'd probably make the move for Eli Morgan, just because I think even at a lower overall, I think he's a better pitcher now, and based on his stats, he clearly is. But knowing that we're playing this March to October just as much for the future, I really don't know if I could pass up on Nick Sandlin and a B potential. But I think this is the move we're going to make. So we're going to get rid of Jeremy De La Rosa, which is completely fine by me. We have plenty more where he came from. Chad Kuhl, we didn't have on the books after this year anyway, so that's a great one to get rid of. And then Jake Irvin, probably not really necessary in our organization, so we can trade away 3 pieces that don't really matter for a piece that really might. So we're going to do it. We're going to add Nick Sandlin from the Cleveland Guardians. And again, we're going to be playing against the Diamondbacks in the game after we traded for a new arm. Projected wins up 1-78. We're 34-25. Not really making any progress in the division, but look at that. Our team rank is all the way up to 27 now. I think we might have crossed into a new month because I'm seeing some new ratings. CJ Abrams, everything is going up a bunch. He's up to a 69. He's batting 324 still. Meneses +6 to the power against lefties. He's up to 19 bombs. Is there anything else I'm noticing here? Luis Garcia cracked a 70 overall. All right. Oh, look at Joe Mantiply since trading for him. I don't think any attributes were increasing when we made the trade. Now he's up to a 77. This bullpen is starting to take shape for sure. But let's do this. Let's hop into this next game. This will probably be it for this episode, but we have to make a comeback and we don't have a lot of time to do it. It's already the bottom of the 8th. We're down 1. Runner on first. Joey Meneses up to bat though. This would be a big game to come back and win. It'd probably give us a lot of momentum. So what's happened here? How did we get here? We had a Luis Garcia 2-run home run, it looks like. Cade Cavalli got the start, pitched pretty solid. That's a good game. I'd take that. All right, but now we got to lock in though, which might be tough because I actually haven't hit in this episode. It's been all pitching. That one, oh, that's not going to go anywhere. That's a pretty good swing. Oh, end up in the gap. Man, that gets to that right center gap. That probably wouldn't have scored, but runners on second and third with nobody out, he may as well have scored. That is a walk though for K-Bear Ruiz, and I will give myself some credit in that at bat. I made a couple of really nice takes. Now the runner's in scoring position for Dom Smith, batting over 300 still. That one though, it got over his head. We're going to score him. Ruiz dove back at first though because of the liner, but we're going to get the tying run in. Dom Smith comes through. I really thought he was going to snag that there at first, but that is huge. But if Ruiz would have been off on contact, we could have maybe gotten a double out of that. Had runners on second and third. It's not going to do it. I had to get under it. We couldn't ground into double play, but I got a little bit too far under it. We needed a line drive there. Lane Thomas, though, he hits lefties really well. Did I get enough of that? It doesn't seem like I did. Yeah, that's not even close. All right, well, we had a chance there with a pretty good pitch to hit, but at least we did our damage to tie it. And now, you know what? We may as well see our brand new arm. Nick Sandlin in this game, tied up in the 9th. 4-seam, splitter, sinker, slider. That's a pretty good mix. Ooh, that is not what you want to hear when the first guy takes the first swing off your new arm, but we're there. That was a perfect swing, but we got speed in center. Oh, and a perfect slider right on the edge. I wasn't even trying to keep that in the zone, but it ended up being perfect. Oh, and there we go. New guy Nick Sandlin with a 1-2-3 9th. We just need to push one across here. Robles, Garcia, Abrams. Looks like they're sticking with the lefty, which is very good news for Robles. Oh, and Robles with a perfect? Does he have enough power? Get over his head at least. Oh my god. I guess that's an eye for an eye there. Both of us hitting a perfect to that left center gap and just not having enough to do anything. Oh, and I'm under it with Garcia. The timing has been there this inning. Oh, I was right down the middle. Another good timing swing. I was just on top of that one. But you know what? That's not terrible. If we can keep them off the board, we'll have Abrams and his speed on second for the 10th. That'll give us a good chance to score. And this seems like a very good spot to bring in Mantiply with a couple lefties to start. So we're getting to see both of our newest arms in the bullpen today in two of the highest leverage spots. Oh, and a 3-pitch strikeout. That is exactly what you need. Did he go? I think he did. Oh, okay, gotta throw it to first. He took off for third on that one. I thought we had a chance, but way too much speed. We'll take it, though. They still need a base hit to drive him in. And a grounder. Abrams has got it. And there we go. It's a scoreless 10th. Now we have our winning run on second with speed. It's Corey Dickerson coming up. It looks like they're staying with the lefty again. So what do we have on the bench maybe? We don't have anything for facing lefties on this bench. Yeah, we're better off sticking with Corey. Maybe I bunt. Nice, he got it down. That is a perfect bunt. He might even beat it out at first. No, don't walk Meneses. Oh, that's too smart. That's the whole reason I did it, was to get the guy on third face the lefty with Meneses. That's still bases loaded though, with nobody out. That just sets up the force at home. Just got to get this one through the infield. That's a 3-1 count. It has to be right down the middle for me to even swing at this. And it was, and we got the base hit. Keibert Ruiz comes through. They're gonna let me score extra runs. We can claim that a 5-3 win. Another walk-off, man. If we are at home and we prevent that run to start the top of the 10th, we're unstoppable. That is 5 momentum fireballs there, unless it lies to me. But that is a huge game from everybody involved. Mantiply, Sandlin, Ruiz, obviously, Dom Smith to tie it. This should be big for us, man, in these simulations. Yeah, that is a lot of momentum. Give me some good sims here, game. We need a sweep. Just take care of the D-backs. There we go. Now the Braves. This is a big series. Win the series? We're gonna have to see after the scouting's done. All right, this McFadden dude actually turned out to be a solid enough prospect. That's a pretty big window there of both potential and overall. But if he hits on the high end of that, 18 years old, if he's around a 60 overall with around a 90 potential, that'd be good. And he could be a guy we can snag in the very late rounds, being not even ranked. All right, we're just gonna scout a couple more new players here, but honestly, my draft plan is pretty much solidified. Like, I'm planning on taking Charlton Francis at our first pick if he's there, but he should be. And then I'll probably use the rest of the picks on pitching. Should be a pretty solid draft if everything lines up. But what do we got? Do we win the series against the Braves, or are we going to play it? We are. We're going to have to play it to win the series, and that is going to be what kicks off next episode. The Braves are in last in the division right now. Our projected wins are up to 80. We are 1 away from being projected at a 500 team. So guys, make sure you do me a favor and leave a like on this one if you enjoyed it, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. But thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.